have to talk to me.
I said I have nothing to tell you.
You've got a lot to say. Just say it. I don't mind how it's going to make me feel.
Like I care how it's going to make you feel. After all the hurtful words you said to me, you never thought of how it made me feel.
All I said was out of frustration and confusion.
Oh my dear husband, like I care how frustrated and confused you were. You had no right for such a quick conclusion.
Halima, I am deeply ashamed of what I said. Because if each moment we shared together were a raindrop, I am soaked to my skin. As I realize our love and the magnitude of what I've caused. I can't weather this storm alone. I'm sorry.
They're still in my head. How it happened. Who held me down? The balcony over me. My clitoris, the inner and outer labia, were cut off with a razor blade and tightly stitched. As this is one of the 3 kinds of circumcision. I could feel the pains in my mother's eyes. Though it was too late.
I got married 10 years ago. And up till now, I don't find sex exciting. My elder sister got married before me. Same thing too. But whenever we sit with our friends to talk about sex, they are not as scared as me. My husband keep complaining about my poor attitude towards sex. But what can I do? My clitoris were all cut off. How can I enjoy sex? But what can I do? What can we do when the clitoris that is created by God Almighty for sex to be enjoyed has been cut off? Marriage can never be enjoyed without sex. Unless you have an understanding husband.
And what have you been doing to stop this barbaric act? It is not changing into a lion that is hard. It is actually getting the tail of a lion.
How do you mean?
We have been secretly airing out our dissatisfaction on female circumcision.
So why can't you people just move straight to the Oba and then air out your views?
Who leads while others follow? I shall lead while others follow. Tomorrow you will show me off to the other woman.
Okay.
Alone but far from alone, I bloomed like a delicate flower, a beautiful child. I grew in sun and shower.
Then soon came that night, that long and lonely night. That night when my mother wept bitter tears. Mother, what is it? Should I cry? Just a child, I know not of the predestined fear.
Putting her hands upon the little girl's head, my mother caressed me, showed me the bed, and said, "It's your traditional night, love. Lay down here."
Her traditional night.
That night, where several women held me hands and feet.
Holy act or a sin? I could see the blade like shape approaching.
Wonder what was in between my legs. Such a wrong thing. And then began the slaughtering, passing a blunt and a crude blade. They rubbed through my clothes,
stuffing a cloth into my mouth,
muffled my scream, and continued with the slits.
The cutting not yet done. The blade, not sharp sheets, and the blood flowing like piss, warm and fresh. The little me keep growing in vain.
Oh, felt as if in front of a butcher, and me, the pick of 10, brought in for a butcher.
Million painful moments. One woman whispered to my ears, "You are now pure, you are now circumcised." My womanhood mutilated. And no one cares. After all, it was all a holy sight. After all, it was a traditional night.
Like, I don't understand. Instead of talking to girls about sex and helping them understand their bodies and needs, girls are being shunted away to get circumcised and resent having sex and lack any sexual desire they may want.
The reality of FGN is that it's this cultural belief some persons made long ago. Now, these arrogant and ignorant persons have just followed their footsteps.
The saddest thing about this whole FGN is that the perpetrators only see good about this cultural practice, whereas ignoring the risk and the harm that are involved, such as its lifelong implications for women. Some women even find it difficult in walking, even during their regular period. Some women also that are involved in this FGM, they have implications during childbirth. While some will never even enjoy sex because of the painful penetration that is involved. And you know the other saddest part of it is that this FGM can even lead to blood poisoning and death.
Can you imagine?
I'm sick. So what do we do to end this madness?
I think our project has to be changed to end FGM.
Brilliant idea. But wait, I think it is not okay for us to start immediately. Let's have more researches and more investigation. That would help.
Correct. Charles is right. I think we should come to know these people, make them our friend, be very friendly to them, get more information from them before we strike.
I think both of you are right. That's what you are going to do. Let's just go in first. Please take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Wait, I think I'll be stopping here now.
But why, ma?
Because I wouldn't want them to think I took you guys away on the day of a traditional night ritual. And you know what that means?
But you promised to save us.
There's something you're not understanding here. A monkey learns to jump from tree to tree with time, okay?
Ma, are you trying to say you are now a monkey?
That's not what I meant. What I was trying to say is that I will be needed to get my facts right before carrying out any actions. Do you understand me?
Okay, I understand now.
Exactly. And I hope you guys can find your way from here, right?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. I love you, okay? Take care of yourself. And make sure you don't hurt each other, okay? I'll come back for you, people. Bye-bye.
It is not enough to sit here and be shedding those your crocodile tears. It is enough for you to get up. Go and get my granddaughter from where you are hiding her.
Mother, I don't have hair since my daughter's disappearance.
My grandmother always say, beware of those that stab you and tell the whole world that they are the ones breeding. You are nothing than such a hideous person.
Mother, I am not. You really have to believe me.
I'm a very firm believer that a liar is a cheat, a thief and a crook. I don't like liars. I never lied before. I always tell my child, if you murdered somebody, just tell me. I will help hide his body. But don't tell me lie.
Grandma!
Oh, my daughter.
My daughter.
Where have you been to?
Don't just ask her that hypocritical question. Let my granddaughter come to me. Come. Help. My daughter. My dear. What happened? Where did your mother take you to?
My mother didn't take me anywhere.
How come you disappeared? At the same night of your traditional rites rituals?
I was scared.
Scared? Of what?
I noticed that someone was being led away, and then that someone was crying.
Oh, I missed you, my daughter. Let's go. You're welcome.
No, Bing. I mean no.
Why no?
Because you just can't afford leading the women. Exactly.
And why, if I may ask?
Because this is a matter of the community and it is for the women to be at the forefront, not us.
Well, Jack, I, Bigbo Ayotunde, think it's high time men and boys recognize the part they must play in gender equality and joining the voices and actions of the women and girls who have been trying to promote the interests of the society. Why can't you people understand me?
Guys, I think that being at the forefront of this movement will make the Igwe view us as rebellious people, hiding under the name and umbrella of medical practitioners just to undo him and his governance.
Gender equality is a goal in itself. It's a precondition for reducing poverty and promoting sustainable development. This is what I've been trying to make the Oba understand.
Tumbe, this is bad, man. Dangerous move.
Where are you guys going to? Where are you going? Jack! I don't.
He that has eyes to see, ears to hear, may convince himself that no matter can keep a secret. When his lips is silent, he chatters with his fingertips. Betrayal oozes out of him at every pore. There are 3 signs of hypocrites. When he speaks lies. When he makes promise, he breaks it. And when he is trusted, he betrays his trust. He turns from the bush that once planted, nourished and pruned, pricks deeply and draws more blood.
Your words are filled with wisdom, but full of deep-seated bitterness and anger. I beg you speak to us in a language we will understand, Your Majesty.
I shall speak in a more clearer language. But what do you intend to achieve by aligning yourself with the women and young maidens of this community to rebel against our custom and tradition?
Your Majesty, I don't think we understand what you're talking about. Your Majesty.
Whatever! A hypocrite is more dangerous than a dishonest man. A dishonest man deceive and cheat. But a hypocrite, like you people, betrays and swindle.
We actually stretch our hands in total friendship. May you have the guts, the effort and temerity to speak into it. What are you?
You betrayer! No wonder. It is said that sometimes you have to take people for who they are. Because eventually, reality will soon be revealed.
Exactly.
We are head workers. We are here to carry out a research on anemia and iron deficiency. These are your words.
You are very correct, my Oba. And nothing has changed. Please, I beg you give us an opportunity to...
The only opportunity I can give to you now is to have you locked up until I have decided on what to do with you.
They came. They promised to help free us from a cruel and wicked tradition.
Cruel tradition against women, against our right as human, against our real being a human without cutting.
But when the mention of the name freedom was made, we jumped head straight into singing, dancing, and celebrating. And then we said to ourselves,
Freedom, finally. The shout and echo of redemption rang the air as we shook our buttocks and waists to the melody of our long-expected, hoped victory. Just when we celebrate and chant our victory songs, the Oba God swooped in on us and took away our handsome and beautiful strangers who the God has sent to become our messiahs.
Joy has a slender body that breaks too soon.
Of course, happiness is a fake. The gods only employs this to us as a mask each time they are about to plug us into grief.
but we humans, we are too eager to jump into celebration without even thinking twice.
Indeed, happiness is a fake.
Sometimes, I wonder why people find it difficult accepting the truth.
In a room where people unanimously maintain the conspiracy of silence, one word of truth sounds like a pistol shot.
See guys, the question here should be, for how long? How long are we going to stay here? How long?
I don't know. Not until the Oba decide on what to do with us.
Baby, that sounds scary.
Well, I don't know. All I know is that he's not going to kill us.
And we will stop. And we can't stop. We will fight to finish.
Yes, we will fight to finish.
It is a good thing I met you on Wednesday. I want to know, has the king decided to release the strangers because the women had decided to go naked around the village?
Yes, the Oba himself has decided to release them.
Good.
Not just that. He has also decided to, take away, abolish this our culture of female circumcision.
That's good.
In fact, the Oba himself had a good conversation with the strangers.
Is that so?
Yes.
In fact, honestly, there is need for us to go address the women. Yes. If the king has decided.
So, what are we waiting for then?
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
FGC, as an acronym for female genital cutting, involves an elder or other member of a community cutting off all or part of a woman's clitoris and labia as part of a ceremony conducted during the period when the woman reaches puberty. Many international groups are so concerned about this female genital cutting, FGC, which is practiced extensively in parts of Africa and the Middle East. This FGC is likened to infection, infertility, childbirth complication. Reporting, my name is George.
Before the passing into law of the Person Prohibition Act in Nigeria, most lawyers, NGOs, and anti-FGN campaigners, we are solemnly relying on the Nigerian Constitution and Child Rights Act to speak against FGN in Nigeria. One sad thing about these two foregoing laws is that none has explicitly mentioned FGN as a criminal offense. It must also be noted at this juncture that currently 13 states in Nigeria have their own state laws expressly prohibiting FGN. These states include Lagos, Osun, Ondo, Ogun, Oyo, Ekiti, Imo, Ebonyi, Delta, Bayelsa, Edo, Cross River, and River State. Reporting, Amwa, Destiny, Ikechukwu, Charles.
The Constitution, the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, CFRN, which is the supreme law of the land, provides in section 34 that no person shall be subjected to any form of treatment, inhuman, degrading, or punishment, unquote, and FGN indeed falls under the foregoing categories and thus can be punishable under this section. What about the Child Rights Act? The Child Rights Act, which was passed into law in 2003, also has some provisions that outlaws this practice. In quotes, it states that no child shall be subjected to any form of inhuman treatment, degrading treatment, or punishment, unquote. However, it's so unfortunate that this practice is only applicable in only 23 states in Nigeria, unquote. However, it's so unfortunate that this act is only practiced in only 23 states in Nigeria. including the Federal Capital Territory. I am Jack Davison, reporting.
In conclusion, I would really love to state that the onus now falls in the various state governments in Nigeria, donor agencies, NGOs, and female gender mutilation campaigners in Nigeria to push for both the domestication of this act in their various states and to raise public awareness and the existence of this act in their states. We seriously believe that if we are able to achieve this foregoing, it will take us a very long way in stopping female gender mutilation in Nigeria by 2030. I am Bimpe Ayotunde reporting. Thank you.